Uh, uh, Spiderman. Spiderman. No, Toby Maguire, why do you have that hairstyle? Jamie Foxx, why do you have that hairstyle? Spider-Man is out. What's going on, YouTube? Oh my goodness. Oh, Spider-Man, boy. Oh wow, Spider-Man. First off, Spider-Man is my favorite superhero ever. You know, sorry about the beeping security system. Gotta stay safe out here in these mean streets. Ain't nobody got web slinging powers like old Spidey out there. Am I dark? I'm a little dark. Hold on. Okay. Anyway, Spider-Man was phenomenal. First, and here's why. I know the title says Spider-Man is the greatest movie of all time. Greatest superhero movie of all time. And I'm gonna tell you why right now. Okay, first off, it's because I said so. Okay, who are you to tell me that I'm wrong? No, but really. No, but really, Spider-Man was just great. First off, you know, Tom Holland, the perfect Spider-Man. And people say, you know, oh, he's too young and this. No, Spider-Man's originally supposed to be that young. Like, he's supposed to be in high school. You know, I feel like he portrays Peter Parker in Spider-Man so perfectly, man. It's like, it's just fresh. Like, it's just so refreshing seeing him be Peter Parker like that, man. It's just, we haven't got that. You know, we've gotten angsty Andrew Garfield. We've gotten grown man Tobey Maguire, you know. So it's like, it was good. It was good to see. It was good to see an actual young person. Like, and then the cast, you know, you got, of course, Tom Holland playing Peter Parker. You got Zendaya playing MJ, who didn't actually have as big of a role as you think she would, you know, because this is Zendaya. Like, well, then again, it's Zendaya, but it's the way the way she on red carpets and they kind of like pushed her and all that stuff. You would think she had a bigger role than she did, but she really only had like 5 lines, to be honest. You know, of course, her real name is Michelle. She doesn't reveal that she's MJ until the end. But even then, you know, it was like, she's not doing anything. Like, why is she here? Like, the main love interest was actually Liz Allen, Liz Toon, who was the daughter of Adrian Toon, played by Michael Keaton, who was the Vulture. But I feel like that was a good nod to Liz Allen, who was one of Spider-Man's many love interests. I mean, many love interests that he had in his whole history. But it's also another nod to another mini love interest. I feel like, I don't know, I had to look at the actual, like, you know, cast to see who voiced Karen and how they spelled it. But that could also be a nod to Karen in Spectacular Spider-Man, who was another one of his mini love interests, like in between being with and not being with Mary Jane. So I thought that was a good nod. She was, you know, I really liked their relationship. Like, she was just like kissing. That joint every week. Yeah, everybody week, man. I was able to go see it Thursday night at like 7, like right before Friday, which would be today. And it was still packed. Like, it was packed. I got there 30 minutes early, and I still had to like scrounge for seats. Like, it was that packed. And I was able, you know, to be in that atmosphere with other people who obviously like Spider-Man, or at least like superhero movies. You know, they laughing at all the little subtle jokes, all the references and stuff. So it felt good to be with other fellow webheads, you know. So basically the story is Peter Parker, you know, is post-Civil War, you know, he's itching to get back out there and do something big like he did in Civil War and get the call from Tony Stark to be in there. But you know, right now Tony just want him to be the neighborhood Spider-Man. You know, help out the little guys, just do little small stuff, bank robberies, you know, Grand Theft Auto, like all that type of stuff. You know, just stop that type stuff. But you know, Peter Parker, he want more. He's arrogant. Like, see, it was a Tom Holland. This Peter Parker, he's not really that arrogant. Which I mean, is okay, but in the comics, he kind of is arrogant. And one thing I didn't like is that this Peter Parker, he's dying. Like, he's dying to be an Avenger and to go out there and do that type of stuff. In the comics, Spider-Man didn't really want to be an Avenger. Like, he became an Avenger because they really needed him, but he really didn't want to be an Avenger. Like, he wanted to do his own thing, you know. And anytime they came up into his city, he was like, man, come on, bro, this is my spot. I got this, you know. The only people he really was cool with was the Human Torch, and that would be a cool little thing. Michael B. Jordan and Tom Holland chilling. Michael B. Jordan, he cutting himself. He putting himself slim, man. He over there, Human Torch. He about to be in this Black Panther movie. He doing a lot. But anyway, but yeah, he wants to be a part of the Avengers. He wants to do big things. Tony Stark's like, nah, chill, be the neighborhood Spider-Man, do that type stuff. And all the while, you have Michael Keaton's Vulture selling alien tech from the very first Avengers movie to, you know, villains and little people on the street. You got a regular old petty criminal with alien weaponry, like, so that ended up crossing paths with Spider-Man, and then he goes and investigates, tries to prove himself by doing it by himself. Of course, that goes wrong. You know, he ends up having to get reprimanded by Tony because Tony Stark looks at Peter Parker as his son, and I like that. I like how they kept that with the comics. Like, I like how he wants to be his mentor and Peter Parker wants to be his mentee. You know, I really like that. I like how they kept that dynamic flowing. Yeah, he has to reprimand him, takes away his suit, so he has to try to figure out how to be Spider-Man without the suit. And another thing, like I said, I love the movie, and these little minor things, these are just minor things that I was ultimately fine with, but sometimes it kind of sat with me. Like, one thing I didn't like was how they made it seem that all of Spider-Man's gadgets are only because of Tony Stark. Like, the only thing he's responsible for is his little web shooters. But everything else was Tony Stark? Like, no, my dude. No, man. Like, no, that's not how it goes. Like, in the comics, he makes everything. Like, he's at genius level intellect. Like, he's in MIT, he's doing all this type of stuff, making his own gadgets by himself. You know, he doesn't really need. The only real things he gets from Tony Stark, I think, is the Iron Spider suit. He might get a couple other stuff, but for the most part, that's all him, you know? But I will say that, you know, after all of that is done, you know, after he figures out that he can be big and bad without all that stuff, he defeats the Vulture, spares the Vulture, he saves the Vulture's life twice. And he also saves his daughter, really, because that's his love interest. And you know, I like that the Vulture, Michael Keaton, I like that the Vulture was very respectable. Like, he was a respectable villain. Like, he realized, he was like, okay, I know your secret identity. Which, of course, you know, Spider-Man always giving out his secret identity. But I know your secret identity. I know that, you know, I know your secret identity. I know I can come get you and all the people you love, spread it to every villain worldwide, this, that, and the third. But because you now only saved me when you didn't have to, but you saved my daughter's life, you know, I respect that, and I'm gonna keep you secret, bro. You coulda easily let me blow up, but you went out of your way to save me, so we cool. I just scared. Cause granted, you know, the Vulture in the comics ain't really all that big and bad. Like, they did a phenomenal job of making it. Like, it was times where I was looking at the Vulture and I was like, ooh, that's kind of scary, you know. But they did a really good job of making him menacing and actually a threat. Like, he was no holds barred, he was cutthroat, he was ready to come at you, you know. And that's how I like it, you know. It was cool little references, like I said, MJ, that was nice. I'm very curious to see what they do forward with him and MJ's relationship, because she was following him everywhere he went, and she was just like real creepy on the low. Like she was just following him everywhere he went, but she looked at him, and Zendaya did a good job by this. She looked at him, and you could tell like she had like some type of feeling for him, like some type of intrigue. She was intrigued by him or something like that. Either that or she just was trying to figure out where he was going all the time and how come whenever he leaves, Spider-Man show up. I didn't really like how Flash was. I mean, I understand, like, I love the cast. I love the cast's chemistry. I love their diversity. I love how their age. I love how young they are. I love how it's actually high school. But I just didn't like Flash. Like, I didn't think he was big and bad enough to be Tom Holland's bully. You know, Flash is known for being the bully, the one who pushed Peter to the brink, all that type of stuff. You know, so looking forward to the future movies. Hopefully Marvel could just get him back, because he sucks. Sony sucks with Marvel products. I'm sorry, it's the truth. It's the truth, and I'm sticking by it. Yeah, like I said, I love the movie. I love everything about it. The comedy, the tone, the action, the suspense, the twists. Like, it was a lot of, like, there was some twists in there that I didn't even see coming. Like, I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but there was some twists in there that I didn't see coming. I was just like, ooh, okay, you got me. I'm usually not that easy, but you got me. Before I end this, Spider-Man doesn't have Spidey sense? Like, Spider-Man doesn't have Spidey sense in this movie. Like, that's what makes him like one of the top superheroes of all time, because he can predict what you're gonna do. Like, he has a sense whenever something's gonna hurt him or something just isn't right. But he doesn't have this in this movie at all. Like, there was times when he was just getting punched dead in the chest and he didn't see it coming. Like, I don't know if they're gonna have that develop in the next movies, like as his powers start, dwelling in him and getting stronger and stuff. I don't know if they're gonna have that develop or not. I don't know. Aunt May. Oh, Aunt May, girl. No, let me stop. But no, Aunt May, I love how they joked about just Aunt May being young in this movie and attractive, because we always see Aunt May as this old lady, but in this one she was like in her 40s. She was attractive Italian girl, the waiters be hitting on her, every single person Peter Parker be talking about, hey May, So I thought that was great. I love that part. But yeah, man, it was great. I loved every second of it. I'm going to go see it again. I honestly am. I just don't know when. I'm trying to see it soon, though. I promise you that. But if you enjoyed this movie, hopefully you enjoyed the movie. But if you enjoyed this review, make sure to leave a like down below. I'm giving it 5 out of 5 stars. I'm sorry. I got to. It was Spider-Man. It's my favorite superhero. The action, comedy, characters, plot, all that. It was amazing. I loved it. I love you. Thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe for more, and comment down below your favorite part of the movie. Whether you see it tonight, this weekend, next week, I don't care. Just if you already seen it, just let me know what your favorite part of the movie was. My favorite part had to be between the Aunt May stuff and Karen. Him and Karen's relationship. I really like that. I like them talking and all that type of stuff. And the gadgets. I love all the gadgets and stuff like that. But if you enjoyed the review, thank you for watching. Until next time, people. Peace.